Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. I rise to speak on the finance bill with the statement by our party DMK founder leader and veteran Chief Minister Peraringer Anna. கூட்டாட்சி முறையை ஒட்டையாட்சி முறையாக்கும் முயற்சிக்கு கிளம்பி உள்ள எதிர்ப்பின் ஈட்டி முனைதான் நாங்கள். Means we are the spreader of resistance against the attempt to turn the federal system into a unitary rule. Sir, right from the two-language policy to the demand for fair delimitation, our Honorable Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin has continuously shown his union government about the principles of good Dravidian model governance. The Tamil Nadu has always stood as a beacon of social justice, federal rights, and inclusive development, providing that progressive policies lead to real growth and empowerment. However, this union government refuses to learn anything even from its mistake in the past. Instead of adopting successful government models, it continues to impose flawed policies, suppress state rights, and push its regressive agenda. Whether it is deliberate erosion of federalism, the failure to ensure fair representation, or the continuous neglect of states like Tamil Nadu, this government has shown nothing but arrogance and indifference to democratic values. Sir, the union government has shown no regard for the welfare of people of the nation in the face of ongoing authoritarian initiative such as the one nation, one election, and one nation, one language policies, thereby destroying the beautiful principle of unity in diversity, the bedrock on which this nation has been built. This government is built on fake promises and deception. The people of India trusted it to bring economic growth, job creation, and financial stability. Instead, they have been met with unemployment, financial mismanagement, and policies that burden the common people while favoring their corporate paymasters who is funding them through electoral bonds. The Prime Minister's assurance of creating 2 crore jobs annually remain unfulfilled. Instead, we are witnessing the escalation of India's unemployment rate to 8.30% and the unemployment rate among the youth to 15%. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, a lifeline for rural employment, is in crisis due to inadequate budget allocation and delayed wage payment. The allocation for MGNREGA, that is Manrega, in budget 2025-26 is only 60,000 crore, significantly lower than the actual demand, forcing many rural workers into financial distress. Delayed wage payment are widespread, with reports showing that over 60% of wage payment for the last quarter of 2024 remain pending. The MSME sector, which is pivotal to our economic fabric, has been sidelined. MSME accounts for approximately 30% of India's GDP and provide employment to over 12 crore people nationwide. The lack of targeted financial assistance has left many MSMEs vulnerable, hindering their growth and sustainability. Sir, I want to address very important issues, sir. The BJP-led union government's sovereign gold bond scheme has turned into a major financial failure now. Launched in 2015 with the promises to reduce gold import and provide a safe investment, it has done neither. People still prefer buying physical gold, so the country continues to spend heavily on import. The real problem is that gold prices have nearly tripled since the scheme started, putting huge pressure on public funds. Money that should have gone to roads, school, and small business is now being used to cover these payouts. This is yet another poorly planned policy by the Modi government, adding to India's financial troubles. The government has stopped issuing new bonds, providing the scheme has failed. But instead of fixing the damage, it remains sidelined. The people of India trusted this government with their money, but what they got in return is a declining economy, increasing fiscal burden, and sinking household savings. The failure of the sovereign gold bond scheme is not just about gold. It is about how this government has systematically weakened the financial stability of the nation and its people. The very instrument that was meant to reduce fiscal pressure has ended up doing the exact opposite. like demonetization and the fault GST rollout. This was another poorly planned move hurting the common people. This government financial mismanagement has severely it is impacted. Sir, Sir, the public sector banks are in trouble with many failing facts. The 2023 RBI report says that in 2021, over 7,000 frauds totaled rupees 1.3 lakh crores. Big defaulters are abroad and the government has done nothing. In 10 years, bank wrote off rupees 15 lakh crore. From 2016 to 2022, they gave rupees 35 lakhs crore in loans, but recovered only rupees 19 lakhs crore. Just 18,870 people, mostly from Mumbai, Delhi and Gujarat, got these huge loans. The government named 10,000 borrowers. Who are the rest? Only 10,000 borrowers. Who are the rest? Did they fund the BJP through electoral bonds while common people continue to struggle? Sir, the India's export fell 10.9% in February, hitting a 20-month low. Key industries have been severely impacted with rising input costs, weak global demand, and inadequate policy support worsening the crisis. Small exporters face the worst impact. Instead of proactive measures, the government has relied on superficial announcements, allowing India's trade deficit to widen and threatening jobs in export-driven industries. Madam, the union government has systematically weakened fiscal federalism by starving opposition-ruled states of their rightful fund, using financial control as a political weapon. They are using financial control as their political weapon, like the states like Tamil Nadu and other opposition ruling states. Kerala, especially Kerala, and all opposition ruling states. Tamil Nadu, like several other states, has faced a delayed and reduction in tax devolutions, GST compensation, and centrally sponsored schemes allocations, forcing the state to bear a disproportionate financial burdens. The center's unfair revenue sharing policies and conditional fund disbursements undermine state autonomy. This deliberate squeezing of funds not only weakens state economies, but also disrupt governance, providing the union government prioritize political control over equitable federalism. The Tamil Nadu is one of the largest contributors to India's economy, excelling in manufacturing, exports, and services, making it a key driver of national economic growth. However, despite its substantial contribution to the nation's revenue, Tamil Nadu's share in central tax devolutions has been consistently declining. Historically, the state received 7.831% of central taxes under 9th Finance Commission. Kindly note that Tamil Nadu received 7.831% of central taxes under the 9th Finance Commission, but this is now dropped to just 4.079% under the 15th Finance Commission. Half of the amount has been cut. This reduction has placed a significant financial burden on the state government, limiting its ability to fund crucial infrastructure projects, implement welfare schemes, and respond effectively to disasters. While the union government has set the all-over tax devolution to the state at 21% in practice, the actual disbursement has often been lower. This disparately affects the state's ability to undertake timely development initiatives, despite its strong financial management and economic performance. The BJP-led union government is not only cheating Tamil Nadu, but also betraying Uttar Pradesh also, where people voted for them with the hope of better governance. This betrayal of northern states proves that their education funding strategy is not about development, but about political manipulations. This is why the people of UP rejected you in 2024, especially in Ayodhya, and will throw you out in 2029, I hope. While it showers Uttar Pradesh and other BJP-ruled states with massive funds, the reality on the ground is a disaster. Yes. From 2015 to 2025, these 10 years, Uttar Pradesh alone has received over rupees 8 lakh crore in education fund. Rupees 8 lakh within 10 years. Rupees 8 lakh crore education fund Uttar Pradesh alone got, yet it is literacy rate remains at 67.68% only, and its gross enrollment ratio in higher education stands at it just 28.1%. The BJP-led government conveniently divert public attention with a hate speech instead of fixing its broken system. Bulldozer, yes. The union government acts as it is developing north, but in reality, it is keeping them uneducated, dependent, and easy to manipulate for elections. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu, one of the India's top performing states in education, with an 82% literacy rate and GER of 51.4%, has been denied rupees 2,152 crore for covering essential expenses such as teacher salary, school infrastructure, and right to education reimbursements under Samagra Shiksha. I'm sorry, Samagra Shiksha. Sorry, it is not coming to me rightly. Yeah, Samaskara Shiksha, because it refuses to implement the flawed national education policy 2022. The message is, you learn Tamil, then I will learn Hindi. The message is clear. The message is clear. If a state prioritizes real education over BJP's political agenda, it will be punished. The message is clear. If a state, the message is clear. If a state prioritizes real education over BJP's political agenda, it will be punished. It undermines Tamil Nadu's state autonomy and disregarding the state's well-established education policies. The NEPP 2020's three-language formula faces strong resistance in Tamil Nadu, which uploads a two-language policy of Tamil and English. Rooted in opposition to Hindi imposition, our state policy has yielded successful education outcomes tailored to the unique need of our state. Forcing change disturb an effective system. India needs schools, not slogans. India needs schools, not slogans. This union government's investment in healthcare is also bitter. Despite pouring in massive funds, UP remains one of the worst performing states in healthcare, providing that the money is either misused, looted, or inefficiently managed. While Tamil Nadu, with a fraction of the funding, delivers world-class healthcare, UP continues to struggle, exposing the BJP corruption and misplaced priorities. In 2024-25, Uttar Pradesh was allotted rupees 50,550 crore, almost 50,000 crore, under NHM and Ayushman Bharat, whereas Tamil Nadu, a state that has continuously outperformed UP in healthcare, receives only 3,100 crore. UP got 50,550 crore, and a successive, progressive Tamil Nadu healthcare got only rupees 3,100 crores, nearly 3,000. In NHM funding, 116 of what UP gets. Yeah, that is also not released. As he said, that is also not released. Despite this financial advantage, UP's healthcare indicator remains abysmal with an infant mortality rate of 38%, 100 births, and maternal mortality rate of 167 per 1 lakh births, while Tamil Nadu has an IMR of just 10 per 1,000 births and an IMR below 50 per 1 lakh births, making it one of the best performing state in healthcare. The real question is, where is all this money going? The real question is, where is all this money going? Not to hospitals, not to medicines, not to doctors. Instead, it manifests into...
माननीय सदस्य कृपया अपने भाषण में असंसदीय शब्दों का प्रयोग न करें, ये रिकॉर्ड में नहीं जाएंगे। माननीय श्री राघव चड्ढा जी, आपका समय समाप्त हुआ। माननीय सदस्य, आपका समय समाप्त हुआ। आप अपने भाषण में कृपया असंसदीय शब्दों का प्रयोग न करें, ये रिकॉर्ड में नहीं जाएगा। आपका समय समाप्त हुआ। माननीय सदस्य, आपका समय समाप्त हुआ। श्री राघव चड्ढा जी, आपका माइक ऑन है। राघव चड्ढा जी, माननीय श्री राघव चड्ढा जी, मैम एक बार आपका माइक ऑन है। माननीय श्री राघव चड्ढा जी, आपका समय समाप्त हुआ। माननीय सदस्य, आपका समय समाप्त हुआ।
15 सेकेंड दीदी।
आधा सेकेंड, ठीक है। माननीय सदस्य, आधा सेकेंड, आधा मिनट। माननीय
An
सदस्य, आधा
unformed
मिनट।
national education policy, a useless medical infrastructure, a youth population without means to survive, rising prices of essential commodities, a sharp fall in the value of Indian rupee against US dollar. This union government is continuously failing. Yes, there is no bigger disaster for the people of India than the BJP government ruling the country. They actually don't rule, they ruin. With this I conclude. Thank you, ma'am.